What are you hungry for? I wanted to be my own boss everywhere I worked because of the politics. I got fired. Some things happen to you, some things happen for you. Had I not been fired from WVKO radio station, had I not been fired, I would have never became a state legislator. Had I not been fired, I'd never produced specials for public television. Had I not been fired, I'd have never been paid $5 million to do a talk show by King World. Had I not been fired, I would have never been able to resign from the Ohio legislature and go back to Miami to take care of my mother. I had promised her that she would not end up in a nursing home. She used to work in a nursing home and never wanted to go. I remember my sister calling me, Leslie, are you sitting down? What's wrong with Mama? Mama has breast cancer. It's terminal. I said, I'll be right there. You don't have to come. You got nice nursing homes here in Dade County. Listen to me. No, I'm coming. I left immediately, my political ambitions, everything. And I rung the doorbell. A friend of hers named Mildred was there. She came to the door. Whoa, Mildred said, Mamie, Leslie's here. Leslie's here. And I heard my mother say, I knew he would come. I knew my boy would come. Is there somebody that you love? Somebody that is so important to you that if something happened to them, they can count on your being there, of your showing up. I want you to think about that. I want you to put voice in the comment section because it allows you to control your own personal economy. It allows you to create your own job. Do you see, a job is what you get paid for. Your calling is what you are made for. 86% of Americans go to jobs that they hate. And at the same time, they don't want to get fired. That's what you call mixed emotions. Seeing somebody you hate drive off a cliff in your car. You sad that they're gone, but not, you're glad that they're gone, but not in your car. Couldn't they do something else? Use a bicycle or something? To drive off a cliff, not in your car. You glad they're gone, though. Let me tell you something. This thing called life. Helen Keller had a point. Life is short and unpredictable. Eat the dessert first. Bet on you. Tomorrow's not promised. If we don't know anything else, we know that the coronavirus has taught us how fragile life is. Don't leave here doing something that's not you. Take a chance on you. Give yourself a chance. I wrote the quote, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. My brothers and sisters, they thought I was crazy. And I am. Sometimes you gotta be out of your mind. Let that mind be in you. See, if there's got to be another mind in you, then you got to be out of your mind because that mind is not serving you. I want you, if you'd like to work with me, if you've heard my voice since you were a kid and it touched you, it touched your heart, it expanded your vision of what was possible. If you were in a dark place and you just didn't think you could make it. William Hollis said to me, he's got a motivational message he put together, and I encourage you to get it. It's called, I didn't come this far to come this far. He called me Pops. And let me share something with you. He's a bad boy up in here. And he said he was homeless and he heard my voice. I became his spiritual father. He heard my voice. And it brought him through a very difficult time. Jose Flores. Jose, he said, don't let your limitations become your standard. And Jose, who is bound in a wheelchair, but buddy, he's now motivating in and speaking to corporations and individuals and inspiring them, even though he's confined to a wheelchair, quadriplegic. His beautiful wife, Adrian. You're still here. There's so much more in you. Simba, you are more than that which you have become. This is not for everybody, though. At this stage of my life, at 75, I'm looking for people that are hungry. I'm looking for people who say, Les Brown, I'm the one. That's what I told Mr. Washington. You go on, you look at Les Brown speaking in the Georgia Dome, you go all the way to the end. I followed him and told him when he got through speaking to some seniors in the auditorium at Booker T. Washington High School. I was a junior. I followed him down the steps. My mother was working in the cafeteria at this time. I said, sir, do you remember me? No. I said, my name is Leslie Brown. My mother, Miss Mamie Brown, she works in the cafeteria. I'm a twin. I was in your class looking for MacArthur Stevens, and they called me DT, and I agreed with them, the dumb twin. And you came and looked at me and said, don't you ever say that again. Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. And I was startled. I said, do you remember me now? He said, yes. And I said, you said to them that they can make the school proud. They can make their families proud if they realize that they have greatness in them. I said, I was there, but you're not a senior. You're a junior. I said, I know, but I heard your voice, and I felt like you were talking to me. I said, can I make my mother proud? He said, yes. I said, but what about the fact that I failed math and English and history and going to summer school for the 5th straight year? He said, your grades don't determine who you are. Yes, I have to work harder. And he turned to walk away. I said, Mr. Washington? He said, what is it now? You said if just one person heard your voice, that your being brought here from Stuart, Florida would not have been in vain. He said, yes. I said, I'm the one, sir. I am the one. He said, it's possible, Mr. Brown. He turned and walked away. I said, remember my name. I'm the one, sir. I'm Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy. And one day you're going to hear my name again. I'm the one. And I'm sure he just dismissed it. You see the video, Les Brown speaking in the Georgia Dome. I'm not going to end it for you, but it tells the full story. Here's what I'm saying. Some things happen to you. Some things happen for you. Keep the faith, baby. As Adam Clayton Powell, great congressman out of New York, once said. Keep the faith. Faith that has never been tested can't be trusted. Keep the faith, baby. Judge not according to appearances. Keep the faith, baby. Greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world. Keep the faith, baby. He said, I'll give you whatever you desire. Keep the faith, baby. I'll give you all that your eyes can see. Hold the vision of what you want to create. Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. Keep the faith, baby. Use your superpower, your power voice. A lot of people caught up in the drama, the politics, and all the stuff that's going on. Don't worry about what's going on in the White House. Worry about what's going on in your house. Because at the end of the day, you're only 6 inches from success. That's the distance from this ear to this ear. Develop your mind. Be ye not conformed to this world. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Most people are witnesses. They're watching television. They're fans. You want to be a player? Kid and play. I'm kid. You want to be a player? You want to be the person who stands for something, who will live a life that will outlive them? Let me work with you to develop your power voice. Let me shorten your learning curve. Let me share with you how I came from nothing to get here. You're watching me because you know in your heart of hearts what I've done, you can do plus more. Put voice in the comment section. There's somebody that you know that needs to hear this message. I want you to like this page and share it. Like it and share it. But I'm not just looking for anybody. I'm ready to close this thing out. I'm just looking for people that are hungry, that are serious, that are coachable. Because most people aren't. Most people don't know that they don't know and they think they know. One of the worst things in the world to deal with. Arrogance and ignorance. People who don't know and they think they know. Oh, behave. Whatever. You have so much more to express. You're still here. Every day is a great day, as Orrin Hudson would say. If you don't believe it, try missing one. If you're ready to make more money, if you're ready to be your own boss, if you're ready to generate and control your own personal economy, if you're ready to advance your career, if you're ready to run for office and make a greater impact and to live a life that will outlive you, be a policy maker, put voice in the comment section. If you have some skills, some knowledge, you're a speaker, trainer, coach, and you want to make yourself stand out. Name of the game today is attention. How to get attention, how to create an experience to hold the attention, and how to direct the attention. That's the name of the game. Put voice in the comment section. People are rushing to become a part of our training program, the leading program on the planet. I do it. I control it. I direct it. And if you can find somebody who's come from where I've come from and done what I've done and overcame what I overcame, I encourage you. Do it with them. Got somebody who can do it and accomplish what I have accomplished, becoming a dominant force in this industry, my hat goes out to you. This is not for everybody that I do. The Power Voice system. He who has ear, let him hear. If you can hear me in your heart, this is your time. You watch me up to this point, you know in your heart of hearts, these things ye shall do, and greater things shall ye do. You're ready for the greater work. Put voice in the comment section. Do it now. Don't put it off. Oh, I can't afford to do it. You can't afford not to do it. You know, people are talking about, how much does it cost? Don't worry about how much does it cost. Ask yourself the question. So a guy asked me, how much will it cost you if you don't do it? Had I not bet on me, had I not put my money where my mouth is, oh my God, it cost me millions of dollars, literally. The clients I've had, AT&T, Procter & Gamble, McDonald's Corporation, General Electric, IBM, it had cost me millions of dollars, and the lives that I could have transformed had I not bet on me. Everybody being practical and logical and reasonable say, you're wasting your time. There are over 3,000 members of the National Speakers Association. Sometimes in life, you've got to be unreasonable. That's why we're taught to walk by faith and not by sight. That's why we're taught to call forth those things that be not as though they were. Judge not according to appearances, but right judgment, right thoughts, right feelings, right emotions, right relationships, and right vision. Yeah, let everybody else follow all the drama that's going on. He said, I'll keep thee in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on thee, not on thee in the drama. Drama will always be here. Always. Three kinds of people that will come out of this period where we are. There's a reckoning going on. There's a reckoning going on. Benjamin Franklin said, nothing will change until those who are unaffected are as outraged as those who are affected. There's some good-hearted people who now see, whoa, these people weren't making this up. Wow. Oh my God. Who would have thought? These people have been getting away with murder, judge, jury, and executioner. That's not American. But you know what I found? Hate is more important and more powerful than many people's religious values, the sense of morality. Hate is more important. Isn't that interesting? How they hold the Bible. They don't read, as a man thinketh, so is he. As he continues to think, so he remain. The least that you do unto these, my brethren, you do it also unto me. Isn't that amazing? It's amazing. Stand up for something. I had a saying when I was on WVKO radio station in Columbus, Ohio. Stand up for what you believe in, because you can fall for anything. And there are people right now. Just look around. Just look around. Oh my goodness. It's amazing. Don't try and figure it out. You can't figure out crazy. You can't do that. No. Leave it alone. Keep thine eyes single. Live your life to the fullest. Live a life that will outlive you, because you can. You were chosen out of 400 million sperm. You're a masterpiece because you're a piece of the master. I'm looking for a few hungry people. We will vet you. And I'm 75, so I don't have patience for foolishness. I'm looking for people that are positive, that are passionate, that are coachable, that will listen, that's ready to be introduced to a part of themselves that they don't know. See, you can't read the label when you're locked in the box. Sometimes you need somebody to facilitate that process. You can't get there by yourself. All of us at different points in our lives are like what former heavyweight champion Joe Frazier said, like a blind man standing on a corner waiting for someone to lead him across the street. All of us have had our moments in the Garden of Gethsemane. Millions of people right now going through a tough time, nervous, can't sleep at night, fearful of being evicted or foreclosed on, losing their jobs, can't get a good night's sleep. And your voice, a voice of hope, your voice, your story, the things that you've overcome and the things that you've gone through can become their guide, their survival guide to navigate these times where we are. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. He said he'll never leave us nor forsake us. Keep in mind, God's still in control.
Just for the audience, obviously most people know you, but could you maybe give a minute summary of your kind of story so far? And as best as you
I
can.
think the part of my life that most people are fascinated with, I was born in an abandoned building in a poor section of Miami, Florida called Liberty City with a twin brother and Wesley. And we were foster kids, and then we were adopted by Mrs. Mamie Brown. Whenever I speak, I always say, God took me out of my biological mother's womb and placed me in the heart of my adopted mother. However, Rudy, here I am, 78, and at the 77th year of my time on the planet, I see for the first time a picture of my birth mother and father, only to discover that my birth mother was a motivational speaker. And my grandmother, Beulah Rucker, they have a museum honoring her in Gainesville, Georgia.
Crazy.
And she was a motivational speaker. So, you know, they talk about, is it nature?
Nurture,
And what's the other one?
Nurture.
Nature or nurture. Yeah, they said it's in you. But I don't buy into that, because I have two brothers that I didn't know, and they're not doing what I do. They said, we don't understand. Now, to some degree, I buy into it. They said, you're just like our mother, and you never saw her.
Yeah, wow.
And she raised us, yes.
That is crazy. And I also heard her favorite color was red.
Yes, her favorite, because she had a red house.
Red house.
You can't make this stuff up, and that's my favorite color. Red. I always have a red
And now
tie.
you're on the Red Life podcast.
Yes, and you see my shoes that you don't have this kind.
I see you've got the red
Come on
socks.
now.
Yeah, but I have the red king chair. So
Yeah, that's true. You know I want that chair. We got to talk about that chair. I got to get that chair. Yes.
We'll get you a chair.
I dreamed about that chair last night. Yes. I mean, really. I said, I got to get that chair. I got to find a way to get to Rudy. I said, I need a chair like that.
We actually love that chair so much because we have two offices. We have one chair in each office now. So,
is that right?
Yeah. So
And then-
maybe we'll have to get you a third
And I'm going to
chair.
have one. Yeah, thank you so much.
we'll
The
get
Lord
you.
will bless you abundantly. Thank you.
Yeah, great. So fast forward to today, you've impacted millions of people, right? With your messages, your motivation, your mindset. Why do you think it's missing in society? Why is it so impactful? Because there's a gap, and I think when I first heard you, I think we spoke last night, I was born with some of it and grew up with some of it because my parents were Olympic athletes, so subconsciously.
Yeah, so you came up in an environment where it was there. Martin Seligman, who wrote a book called Learned Optimism, he said we have been conditioned based upon our culture. Wherever we are, the things we see, the conversations that we hear between the ages 0 and 7, they feel that the habits that we choose in the development of our character during that period of time follow us for the rest of our lives. And so, for the most part, the majority of people have not been educated. We have been indoctrinated.
For sure.
With a limited vision of ourselves. And so, when you don't have the good fortune of the environment, affirmative experience that you had coming up as a child, with your parents having the kind of regiment and training and mindset they had in developing themselves become world-class gold medal
athletes, triathletes.
Yes, it's everybody don't get that. You hit the jackpot with your parents. Yes.
Well, and what was fascinating now looking back is they would, my mom would be up early, go train, come back, get me ready, run to work or bike to work, go train at lunch, come back, sort me out from school, and then go train till 9 p.m. at night again. Because triathlon, you're a world-class swimmer, runner, and biker. It's basically three sports you're training for.
Right.
And so I guess that came off on me. But for everyone else that doesn't get that, obviously they can watch you on YouTube and stuff, but how do you build a society and how do you nurture a child to be prepared in today's world?
Well, do exactly what your parents do. Success leaves clues. Create a ritual for yourself. Mark Twain said the two most important days in our lives, number one, the day that we're born. Number two, the day you realize why you were born.
I love that.
Then put together a ritual that allows you to become that kind of person that can achieve and to create that kind of life for yourself. Abraham Lincoln said, my future is bright. And people ask, how do you know that? He said, because I'm going to create it.
So the message there is you got to take control.
You have to take control, and you have to have a ritual that allows you to live out of your imagination as opposed to living out of your history.
Yeah, and I think that's for me, like, I almost laugh to myself that I'm pretty delusional at times because
Yes.
I have this like grand plan and I'm very crazy, and that's what makes
But that's what allows you to become successful.
Yeah.
In order to be successful, you've got to be out of your mind.
Yeah, well, I say crazy people change the world whenever
Without
someone
any
calls
question.
me crazy, right?
Yeah, because you are unreasonable.
Yeah.
The reason that most people are living their fears rather than their dreams, they're being logical, practical,
Yeah.
and realistic.
Yeah.
That was me for most of my life.
Wow.
The people that are successful, the innovators, the creative people, the people that are making a difference in life, the cutting edge, they're unreasonable people.
Yeah. So we actually have one of our staff T-shirts, and I'm not a big tattoo guy, but the closest I was to ever getting a tattoo, and one of our staff shirts says "Be unreasonable."
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my theme. I have tattoos all over my arm, but you can't see them. They're invisible, but it's okay. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm turning red as I talk to you about this, but you can't see that either.
Yeah.
Yes,
So being
you
unreasonable.
missed that being British.
I did. So being unreasonable, I love that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think society has groomed us to be reasonable, because I think growing
Yes.
up, don't stand out, don't be different, don't wear this, fit in. People are going to make fun of you if you do this.
Yes.
And that stays with you into the adult life. Right?
Yeah, and I didn't step into this path where I am now because I was being practical, I was being logical, and I was being realistic.
Yeah.
Because I was labeled educable mentally retarded when I was in the 5th grade, put back from the 5th grade into the 4th grade. Then I failed again in the 8th grade, went to summer school every summer. My twin brother Wesley is very smart, 24-year Army veteran. But I met this high school teacher in the 11th grade, and I was looking for a friend named MacArthur Stevens, and he said, "Young man," he was a speech and drama teacher, and I think he thought I would be great for some role that he was looking at, selecting someone for. And he said, "Go to board in front of the room and do what I'm going to ask you to do." And I said, "I can't do that, sir. Not even attempting to try." And he said, "Why not?" I said, "I'm not one of your students. I'm here looking for MacArthur Stevens." He said, "Go do what I'm asking you to do anyhow." I said, "I can't, sir." And the other students started laughing, saying, "He's Leslie. He's got a twin brother, Wesley. Wesley's smart, but he's DT." And he asked, "What's DT?" And they said, "He's the dumb twin." And I said, "I am, sir." And he came from behind his desk and he looked at me, Rudy, like you would, and say, "Don't you ever say that again. Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. Do you hear me?" And I said, "Yes, sir." And what he did, how people live their lives is a result of the story they believe about themselves. I train speakers, Rudy, and what I teach them, how to use their story to distract, dispute, and inspire. He distracted me from my story, and through how he taught me, how he looked at me, how he interacted with me, he dismantled the belief system that I had within myself that I was the dumb twin. And he inspired me to become, as Mother Teresa would say, a pencil in the hand of God, and start writing a new chapter with our lives. And the work that you do allowed people to turn the page and start writing a new chapter with their lives.
So that was a very impactful moment that ripple affected and now has changed millions of people's lives because of the work you've done.
Yes, and it's exciting because I did not know at the time, our lives, we live our lives going forward, what we began to understand it looking back. And now I realize that everything that I've experienced, everything that I have gone through, gave birth to who I have become and still becoming and still evolving. As Socrates says, a man's life is to supersede his grasp for what are the heavens for.
I like that.